This is Simon and
Paddy.
from Fingers on Plastic.
Still.
Well, yeah, but these are going days apart, so
Yeah.
it won't look like that. I mean, admittedly, we just look like we're just hobos that don't change.
Same t-shirt forever.
3 videos in a row.
Yeah. Yeah. Simon definitely has not been sleeping on my sofa when we were watching Clockwise. That hasn't happened. And there's no way that we're going to input a video of you snoring, say, about now?
He who edits wins.
He feeds us. Who has 2 burgers at lunchtime? It's warm. Anyway, in this video, we're going to look at Transformers, Dark of the Moon, Optimus Prime.
Yes, we are.
Which is one of my pickups from the Space Bridge. And it's funny, I've managed to resist picking him up so many times. So many times I've not picked this figure up.
Ooh, I like this.
And then he gets here
Trailer and
and
everything.
I see him in hand, it's just like, gotta have him.
He looks like a really good alt mod.
Mm.
Really good alt mod.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's let him breathe. And take a
I'm going to
look.
carefully open using the scissors. There we go.
So,
Ooh, this guy's colours look amazing.
so the background is that weird drill thing that comes in the Battle of Chicago. Which is pretty cool, actually. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, I do like that.
That looks good.
I've been looking forward to this one.
He is there in his little plastic prison.
Mm.
And now we go. Snip, 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 snip.
If you saw the video before
Snip.
this, you
Snip.
would realise how Simon's
Snip.
doing this.
Any more
Snippy?
snipping required?
Yeah, snip, snip.
Oh, I'll get to that in a moment. I'm just getting the actual man himself out first.
Right, you get the man out, and I'll do the rest of the snipping. Oh, here you go.
Snip,
No. Can't get any of the paper.
snip.
Do we have more snippage?
He's nice and secure. I'll give him that.
One way of looking at it. Oh, stand up.
Snip.
Snip. There you go.
And so, first impressions. It looks really cool, actually. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. As again, it's one of those figures that I keep putting off. Well, that looks like it tabs nice and securely. Now, which bit's Optimus and which bit's...
I love that colour.
So yeah, that all folds out to give him like a... He does combine with Jetfire, but my Jetfire's at home.
Oh, you got that Jetfire as well?
I do.
That'll be interesting.
I was at TFN and I was going to buy him, and Matt from Kapow asked me if I was bothered about boxes and missing bits, and I was like, no, not really. And he gave me one that was slightly damaged,
Oh, nice.
so I got one for free basically, and he looks really good. I mean, when you transform him, he comes into 2 bits, but goes back together again.
Oh, Matt from Kapow. We sent Matt from Kapow some Irish chocolates.
Ah,
Yeah, we did.
but this
Awesome.
looks really good.
Because we love Kapow.
We do.
We do.
Does this come? So that obviously lifts up. I was just trying to figure out if you can have him
I
without.
love this. I'm not so sure why we
all of this. Oh yeah, oh, there we go. Yeah, so there. So let's look at the actual. Now, my first impressions of this Optimus, I have to admit, is there's too much blue at the top. So it's too much blue.
A tiny bit, but I tell you what, he looks beautiful. I was not expecting a why.
I haven't.
Did he
snipped
come with
those.
that gun in his hand?
Yeah.
All right,
It was
okay.
all. It was all.
Oh, so he just needs to be snipped.
What do you think? I just sat here and taped
Well, I wasn't
taped a
sure.
gun to his
I
hand.
wasn't sure. I was like, what's going on? I love his colours. So you're saying
I think there's too much blue at the
blue
top.
at the top? Yeah, but you don't see it that way. Yeah. Do you know what? I think he is beautiful. I really do. Now, you may find on your way home that this guy gets lost. I think that's a shame, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure because he's got nice sizable packaging that he's not going to get lost.
He's beautiful. Okay, here you go. Hang on. This is driving
And
me nuts.
he clipped really nice and securely to this actually. To the point where I was wondering if it came off. But yeah, because obviously you can get that figure on its own without this trailer, can't you?
Here you go.
But I like that he's got the little round thing because
Yeah.
all these weapons must stash in
Down
those
there
holes.
somewhere. I'm trying to get this.
So it's like that scene in the movie where he walks into it and armours up and then gets knocked over. But very cool. A nice firm. Oh, firm. Feel how firm that knee is.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. Oh my god. I love that figure.
That
I had
is-
no idea. I was not expecting him to be in any way that good, if I'm honest. I wasn't.
I'm looking at, so if you look at the box, and then look at his guns, there's a bit of a difference there. I think that might have to be rectified. There's no paint on the guns. But again, they're nicely, I mean, wonderful detail on them. And I'm sure once the paintbrush goes over them, they'll look really good.
You're saying brush.
Have you actually transformed that?
No, I'm just trying to get them semi. I like it. I
wasn't
like this
even-
trailer.
I was going to do a little thing where he walked into it, but you know, I guess we're not doing that now.
Sorry.
Sat there playing with it.
Sorry.
Um,
It's really nice. This is a beautiful find. How did I know? How did I not know that this guy existed? What's wrong with me?
I don't know, because he's been out for a little while and he's quite noticeable. I've seen it a bunch of times and I've always managed to avoid picking him up.
Lovely. Oh, we got some sort of remnants of a trailer there at some stage.
Oh, that then plugs in.
Oh, it goes onto that bit there, does it?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, but his
Really
legs in the right twist now. Yeah, this is it's good. Like I said, I personally think there's too much blue at the top, and then you can't paint it. I can't paint it either because it's very clearly going to be the cab.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. I love the blue itself.
The blue's nice.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Again, the paint apps, they're really inconsistent because we've got silver in the forearms, which looks nice.
Yeah.
But then there's just this sort of dark grey plastic. But just the odd, they've painted bits of him.
Even at the back there, but I still like him. I still like him.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah. He is definitely good.
So what do people think of this robot? Do people agree with me about the blue? But again, you can tell who it is if you look at the face.
What in the name of Jesus goes on with the show?
I'm going to get him transformed up and we're going to look at him in truck in just a second. Cheers.
I love this guy. Absolutely love him. Off camera, myself and Simon were doing transformation. Simon was on truck and I was on cab. And just look at this cab. It comes together perfectly. I am in love with this toy. I really am. And you're always
Cheers.
talking about transformations and how much you enjoy it.
That was, yeah, again, that was
Brilliant.
quite fun.
Yeah?
Now, Paddy has got some love goggles on, so I'm going to have to point out a few minor nitpicks. I think this bit of the cab is a little bit untidy. and he doesn't roll spectacularly.
He's rolling. Kind of.
No, but his wheels weren't moving.
No.
But, you know, if he was just sat on a shelf
Yeah.
and you had the truck, he'd look great. Possibly a mite small.
Yeah, but we were talking about this off camera, weren't we? And we were saying that, especially with Optimus, because he comes in all shapes and sizes. I love the fact that you can have an MP10 truck and then something this
No, I
size.
meant he's a bit small in terms of Studio Series, because ideally he'd be sat with his Studio Series mates. And if you put Ironhide next to him, Ironhide would look pretty enormous.
Right, so he doesn't scale right.
I don't
with the
think
rest of them.
he wouldn't scale in it, but he does in Robot. So, but so I think they just sort of.
I think scale is a funny one, isn't it? Because people get funny over it sometimes, and others not really. And for me, I'm not mad on scale.
Trailer-wise,
I love this.
I think it's all right, but it is in dire need of one thing. What is the one thing that this trailer is in dire need of, Paddy?
It needs a bit of differentiation here because it's
colour.
all grey. If that was a different colour,
It needs a splash of. It just needs a bit of paint, really.
yeah.
I think I'd paint the Autobot logo in red. I think I'll put the
Yeah.
Autobot logo in red, and I'm going to put a little dab of red on the Autobot logo there.
I'm wondering, did they do that because in robot mode or connected mode, whether because he goes into Jetfire as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That it just won't work. Will the colours
Maybe.
not work?
Well,
I don't know.
it's the back of his wings, isn't it?
I don't know.
So so I think the Autobot logos can stay red, but maybe not the lines. But it just the wheels could do with a lick of paint as well.
Yeah, there's a few bits, but I tell you what, for 40 quid,
Oh yeah, and obviously it holds all his weapons,
Beautiful. Yeah.
axes, all of it.
I didn't
It's
get that
all-
far, but
mean,
I did get them together.
In fairness, off camera they're just down here, but you don't need to know that. They're all in here, really.
They do work. It does function with it. It's beautiful.
cool.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I definitely want one for alt mode, and I'll stick them on the shelf. Although I do agree with that. If you, with your magic pens, can do that a colour for me when I get mine, that would be awesome, and he'd be perfect. Because I love having different size variants of Optimus.
Paddy, he wants one for his shelf. He's just forgotten, obviously, that he hasn't got any shelves anymore.
Soon, my precious, soon. PJ will look after me. One PJ. Yeah. So, I love him. Not as enamoured with robot mode, I have to say.
Yeah,
I think alt mode is where he...
the alt mode looks really
yeah.
good.
Yeah. And also, you transformed them quite quickly.
I've got this model before.
No, when you transformed them quite
It's
quickly,
literally a re-release.
it took me about 2 days to get that thing in.
It's a re-release of Studio Series, a number before 44, but it just comes with a trailer, and I think he's got a slightly different chest.
I've actually tabbed him out there by being stupid. Maybe it's no.
He's now partially transformed back to robot.
Yeah, slightly. Whoops.
But you know, I like it. I would give it a 7.5, 8 out of 10.
See, I'm going to go with a 9. And the only reason it doesn't get a 10 is it needs a bit... It needs more colour on this. If this had more colour, we're looking at a 10. This is a beautiful trailer. It comes together really well. I'm not a fan of Prime and Jetfire combining. It's not a thing for me. But this trailer allows it to happen so well. And look,
Well, no,
how it
you
gets
can
put together.
that trailer, because if you get Jetfire will just plug into Prime.
And what about this?
That'll just sit off on the side.
Does he? Oh, so what happens? Is this part of Prime, his robot then? Where's that box?
No, well, yes and no.
Oh, I see what you mean.
It's
right.
like faux wings,
Yeah.
but Jetfire would replace him.
So when
You'd still have your ring of doom
yeah.
and that bit.
Oh, okay. Right. I see. Even so,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
love this guy. I am definitely going to get one. No question.
It is.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm glad I've got him. He looks good.
Because when you picked him up off the shelf, I have to admit, I was like,
He's one of those figures that I've always looked at, and I do think in robot mode there's too much blue, and because it's all this bit, you can't colour it.
Yeah.
But I might take his head off and colour the strip it's on. possibly. I don't know. I haven't decided.
There as opposed to a real one, but that's
Was it?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But still, love it. Absolutely
Again.
love it.
And I wish they had. Obviously, they've got a real thing nowadays against getting rid of his mud guards.
Yeah.
Can you pass me that little Prime trailer?
This one?
No,
that
his
one.
trailer, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
He's a beautiful trailer,
Yeah.
and obviously size discrepancy. But he's got the little guards above the tyres, and he's got the little thing that folds out. Now, obviously, because of what this is, he's not going to have the little things that folds out. But I would have liked the things over the mud guards.
Well, he really needs, now that you've mentioned it and showed that one, is this one needs this colour scheme. If this one had that colour scheme, boom.
Yeah.
So, James Mitchell, your nice job, mate.
That could happen.
This, you're going to turn that into this for me, James. Also, I was going to do another video of my customs from James and Sean, but since then I've decided to completely change my life and move house. Sorry guys. And I
Oh yeah, your green Grimlock. I wanted to see the green.
Yeah.
A good look at the green Grimlock.
Yeah, he's
Because
in
I
another
love
box. So we're going to have to wait a while, folks, but that video is coming, and it's really worth its weight in gold because James and Sean are awesome. But also, it has to be said, Simon, that your colouring has come a long way when you did a Megatron.
I was really happy
beautiful.
with how that Megatron
Beautiful.
came out.
Absolutely
And
gorgeous.
I accidentally won 2 Megatrons in
Oh,
eBay.
so you're doing one for me as well. That's really nice.
I did a bid on eBay. You know when you're doing a bid on eBay and there's 2 things, and so I put 2 bids out. Well, actually, I put 3 out on 3 different Megatrons, thinking, well, I'll never win.
all of them.
You know, I didn't think I was going to win 1. I won 2 and I didn't win 3. Funny enough, it was the 3rd one. It was number 3 that I really wanted. But I got one of them for $4.99.
Yeah,
I mean, it's gorgeous. People just must have missed
He
that.
looks gorgeous because he looks just like the one that we were seeing on TF. Oh, yeah. I can't remember the name. Source, TF Source.
Oh yeah,
It looks just like it. But yes, back to this. James Mitchell is going to turn that into this as soon as I can get it to him. A and B, actually buy one myself first, and then.
Yes, yeah, I'm
What would you change about this then? Colour scheme? Anything?
feet, and the oil tanks at the side.
Need to be metal grey.
So it's silver and silver.
Yeah,
And probably gunmetal in there,
yeah.
and gunmetal the feet,
I think he's worth
and
it.
probably silver the bumper.
I think he's worth it to get that scheme done and have him on the shelf. Honestly, I do. Such a beautiful truck. Because I've only got a few of these style in alt modes, and this is. I can't believe the price of it. That's great.
Yeah, I can't believe 40 quid.
Yeah. I bet it's not 40 quid elsewhere.
don't know
Tell
how
you
to
that
look at
much.
it. But I think that wraps it up for this one. It's because you keep feeding us.
Oh, Irish tradition. Feed them a lot.
I am fed.
He is. Definitely dinner, kid.
Oh my god. We had a dinner-sized lunch. Oh lord. Right. Thank you very much. Bye.
Fingers on plastic.